What is going on YouTube? The name's Matt, and is Halo 5 really a new game? Now that might sound like a very stupid question the first time you hear it, and chances are you're probably not the only person that thinks I am a complete idiot for even asking a question like that. And in case any of my imaginary viewers are confused as to what I mean by that, allow me to rephrase the question at hand before going into any further detail. Is Halo 5 an original game? And I ask this because from what I've played, and what I've seen, Halo 5 doesn't really feel like an original game, especially when you compare it to something like the Call of Duty franchise, or, the Battlefield franchise, and, whatnot. Sure, you have newer, better graphics, but that's expected. You have a 60 frames per second, refresh rate, which, I don't know why that wasn't added in earlier. You have a few new game modes here and there, more armor configurations for character customization, the continuation of the Halo storyline through the campaign, some newer weapons, the rather cliche ability to aim down the sides of your weapons, and so on and so forth. Now, when you look at, a few of these in comparison to a game like, say, Halo 4, these features seem welcoming, compared to Halo 4 on the 360, the game looks better, the frame rate is faster, you have the ability to aim down your sights now, and a few of these features seem welcoming. They're somewhat new to the series, they kind of change the way you play the game, and overall, there's enough of a difference to convince players that they ought to buy and play the game for themselves. But I don't necessarily have a problem with these features being in the game. My concern is that Halo 5 doesn't really have anything new or original to offer the Halo series as a whole this time around. The vast majority of these features have already been implemented into plenty of other first-person shooters before. It doesn't feel that original anymore, and it hasn't since the release of Halo Reach. And I'm not saying that the game isn't fun, because, quite frankly, it is. I obviously played the beta, and I had quite a bit of fun with it back in January, and I will admit that these rather cliche changes and features do change the gameplay up a little bit. I just miss the Halo, that's all. I just want Halo to be its own thing again, and I'm sure that plenty of other people want to see that too. It feels like the problem is that 343 Industries isn't really willing to take any calculated risks with the Halo franchise. Halo is a huge moneymaker for Microsoft and 343, and because of that, they don't necessarily want to try anything new due to the risk of losing potential customers, which means, obviously, less money for them. But all of those cool ideas are floating around in the nether. You can't be afraid to reach in and give an idea that hasn't been done before a whirl, even if it does end up damaging your profits a little bit. Because people like originality, and the gaming industry, especially when we're talking about the FPS genre, is far from at this point in time. 343 Industries has the potential to do this, I know that they do. And while things like, ADS and, a solid 60 frames per second frame rate might be somewhat welcoming to the Halo series, I still can't see past the fact that Halo seems to be slowly turning into another generic Call of Duty-like first-person shooter due to its lack of originality. Please be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more gaming-related content in the near future. Thanks for stopping by. Have an awesome day, you guys. And as always, I'll catch you in my next video.